So, ladies and gentlemen out there, right away we are about to launch the SOSSY film group, South Sudan. This is meant to empower youth in the area of civic education. We're trying to use talent to promote peace and unity, basically to develop peace, because we've realized that most of our youth, they have the talent, but it is not exposed. And again, we lack the necessary support to ensure that these activities are put out to the world to see. Perhaps South Sudan is still a developing country that needed a lot of work to be done to ensure that it is signs out to the rest of the world. So this is what we are focusing at. So at SOSSY, we're trying to get the most talented youth and put them together to ensure that they are able to produce the best out of them. South Sudan is well known of maybe wars and other things, but also we need to tell the world that we, the youth of South Sudan, are talented. So we can do it better in acting, in movies, wherever, in music, in comedies, perhaps more. So far we have a lot of work that is already available on our social media platforms, of which you out there as a viewer can be able to go around on YouTube. You check for. Currently our work is available on the YouTube channel of the Talent 211 Films South Sudan. So when you go to the YouTube channel, you search for Talent 211 Films, you'll be able to get our work done already by our youth and our group. That is not only what we're looking at, but we're aiming to see a country where peace is the #1 priority to all South Sudanese, and also we look at promoting the social cohesion and relationship with other people outside South Sudan. This is to make sure that our industry grows faster in comparison to the developing country and of course to the developed countries. So this is what we're looking at. So you out there do not need actually to be afraid. Be in a freestyle, be wherever you are, be able to catch us and you see us our work. As we shall be also having a showcase of talent every year on an annual basis. So we will also announce the venues and the locations of where these events will take place. So if you want to be part of it and one of the participants, definitely you know where to find us. As I told you earlier on, coming soon is the launch of SOSSY, the Socialized Original South Sudanese Youth, and you as a youth out there, you don't need to miss it. Otherwise, miss it at your own risk. And we can be able to give you the best. Believe me, that is going to be one of the best experience and one of the best show you ever have in your life. So just keep it there, keep it locked. Samantha, you're one of the fashion designers. You're one of the fashion designers of the sofa scene, and the way you design is so fabulous. And recently, a week ago, the South Sudan Independent TV, the SOSSY, we have just taken an award again for one of the best movies. And you realize that these guys, these young actors, the change makers, I call them that because they deserve that name. They are doing so great. That movie is one of the best. So now, again, you look at how this movie is being inspiring people for the second time in a row. So what do you think was behind the scripts, the storyline? I have Onen Matthew, and then I have Nyatsu Patrick. And now, what do you have to say about SOSSY, the Socialized Original South Sudanese Youth, in terms of their films and comedies, whatever you've seen about them so from the social media being circulating, and on your experience on some of the movies you've watched, how do you feel about that, and what is it that you can be able to add? And then, like, you've watched a movie called God's Love, right? This God's Love, what comes into your mind about engagement, basically, when you're watching the storyline of God's Love?
Okay, me as being one of the youth and young lady, I love something about love and youth. It's kind of energetic and it gives you into the mood. So as youth, let's focus on love. Yes, this kind of thing. It put us youth into order. It put us like in the right direction. So in future time, let's just focus on love. And in school, this high school stuff, it's so good.
So you seem to be one of the fan of the high school movies. But in addition to God's Love, we've had a movie called Wrong Decision. And so far this movie is one of the best movies trending in South Sudan and outside. Because the 2017 Juba Film Festival Awards, one of our youth, Nyatsu Patrick, actually was the best actor in South Sudan overall. So in his relation to the role he played in the wrong decision. So what general picture do you give to the audience, or what comments do you have to give basically on that movie, Wrong Decision?
You know, okay, me, I need to give credit to people who participate, or even the story, the person who wrote the story. I want to give credit to the person, because that is really what is happening around. So those are the things you focus as, like, in our age, okay, let's say we are campusers, you know, those are the challenges we face in our life. So that movie, me personally, it's like, I learned a lot from that movie. So if they are to act, not the same story, but those kind, yeah, at least, you know, most, like 90% or 99% of South Sudanese youth people, they will get something, and it will help them in their life and making a right decision, because making a right decision has never been an easy thing. So you need experience and something to guide you on.
Sacrifice. Yes, in the movie Wrong Decision, I believe you watched it, right?
Yeah.
So me too, I love that movie. It's one of my best so far. I loved South Sudanese movie being produced locally from Pop and the Silent Women Productions. And then you look at this movie, there are quite stories that is teaching us about how you can persist in situations that are so tough. Basically, you know what is happening now with the crisis in South Sudan. And then you realize that movie is kind of some story based exactly on the situations. Now, we have that actor who took the lead role, Yasu Patrick. He actually was voted the best actor in South Sudan for the year 2017, and up to now, he's still the best actor in South Sudan. So what do you say about Yasu when you watch that movie Wrong Decision and watch that? What comes into your mind about that particular character, Yasu Patrick?
Okay, first of all, I want to thank the Yasu Patrick. You know, the role, the play in the movie is so nice. And then personally, me, I love the role he played for the movie, because when you look as an actress, you know, he has the passion for the movie, and then when he's acting, like, he's so dedicated to do the movie. So that's why I love his acting. And me personally, if I meet him, I wanted to tell him, like, you go on with the way you are going on. In future time, I'm very sure not only in South Sudan, in Africa in general, you're going to be one of the greatest people in the movie industry. That's what I can say for now.
An opportunity today to meet Yasu Patrick. So far, he's the best actor in South Sudan. In regards to the next movie to be produced, what title would you give to the next movie that's supposed to be produced?
Okay, like, you can give me about love stuff, or, you know, this guy, I love him, though I never met him. I wish to meet him in person, because, you know, even acting movie, it needs a talent, dedication, it needs sacrifice, and in that kind of movie, you can even feel it, he has the thing. So I give credit to him. In the next one, maybe, I don't know, a true love. Let them do something about true love.
Okay.
Because we had about the Wrong Decision and something about, you know, something real.
Alright, that is all about Yasu Patrick. But again, in the storyline, we have a very good and actually promising story writer as well, an actor, and a designer by that artist, makeup artist. And he played a key role about the two scripts, the God's Love, and of course the Wrong Decision, that took the best. And also, to my instinct, tells me that God's Love was one of the most reviewed actually comedy films behind it, and that does not go far away from Onen. So, what comments do you have to him, and what recommendations do you have to put on the impact of? I also, to my thoughts, he participated also in the script for Wrong Decision as well. What do you want to share with him? Because I'm sure he will be watching you out there. Onen Matthew. What comes into your mind when you hear the name Matthew Onen?
Okay, first of all, let me just thank you. I know you've been seeing me, so I'd like to thank you, Onen. You've been the best of the best. In fact, I love your acting. You're so energetic, you're so talented, you're so, you know, you make it so interesting. You make it, you know, not like movie, you know. One thing about movie, you know, you need people who same thing, and it doesn't sound like boring. Me personally, I really wanted to go to the music industry and see how this guy really did the thing, because he made me really wanted to see what's next. He make me really motivated in what he's doing. So I really love the way he's acting, and if, I'm hoping, you know, people should be like him, because he's really talented. In future time, this is the guy I'm going to vote for. He's the best. So far, for me personally, I vote he's the best of the best. And then my advice to him is just to go further and develop that interest in that, the way he's doing his thing. Because movies is not only you act, you know, it sometimes gets boring, but he knows how to do his thing and make it so interesting to people, to audience. So that's why I love him so much. Thank you, people, and thank you the people who do the movies industry in South Sudan. In future time, I think even all over East Africa, we've been watching you people.
Yes, in the SOSSY, we also have one of the key instrumental musicians who switched from music to acting. And he's one of the best musicians also who have some educative songs, basically. Now, what also comes into mind about this switching of roles from music into movies? What instinct, what thoughts can you give to that aspect?
Okay, you know, music is something nice, but what I see in this guy is so talented. You know, you cannot end up being a musician only. So he was eager, he was having that talent in him. This is why he discovered to just shift. He didn't leave music, this is what I'm very sure. He just added on his talent and then to the acting part. And when we see his movie, it's so nice. So this guy, he discovered his talent. What I wanted to tell the musician or the movies industry, you know, sometimes when you do something, try to discover yourself. This is what I find in this guy. Like, he knows that he can do movies. He knows that he can do the acting part. That's why he's so perfect. And as I know for so far now, he's one of the best editors in the movie. Now imagine how he make it so far. That's why I wanted to tell, you know, being a musician or being a movie industry, it acquires talent, it acquires knowledge, it acquires interest. You know, when you have interest like this guy, you know, if he's not to think well, he will just end up being a musician, a normal musician. But he go further into acting and editing. That's what I wanted to tell people, that so far he even encouraged me personally. Like, I don't stop in one thing, I should discover more talent in me.
Creativity as well.
Yeah, that is it. So don't just sit idle. Like, I know this one. Try something new in life. You may end up finding that something inside you have a talent which you didn't know before. So I really thank him so much, really.
All right. Of course, we have many musicians in the international arena also who switched from music to acting. And then you see, music industry and the movie industry, they normally work together. These are all meant to promote messages and social cohesion. So, meaning, being a musician does not stop you also from getting into acting. So I'm also a musician, meaning in the next few run, I'll get into acting. So just watch me there, coming in, and when I come in, I have to do it so bad, and everyone should like it so much. One love.
Okay, in conclusion, let me just summarize. In summary, I wanted to thank all the people of South Sudan in general, the production movie industry, and I will not forget the music, because so far the two things that keep the nation going. And then I wanted to encourage the youth to keep focusing on the movie, because it's the only, you know, the country needs peace, and the peace we can focus on showing some music where it shows love, and in acting, something which will help us, we promote love through acting. So in that way, we may teach our young generation. I'm Samantha. Thank you.
Samantha, thank you very much for giving your time to us as a SOSSY, and get to know that this is going soon live. So we are here to promote talent. So catch us live on our next move on social media. You can also click on it and get to us. And then big thanks. Keep watching us, keep supporting us. We're here for one another. One people and one nation. Ladies and gentlemen, around here as we're heading, we are right away here at the venue of the sports Bugema University. As you can see beside me are the trophies and the best winning two teams with the trophies respectively. So this is meant to promote peace among the South Sudanese. So for you out there, our major aim is to make sure we network and bring peace among ourselves.
It's only 2 degrees to the Gulf. Only 2 degrees to the Gulf. Near to the Gulf. If you understand that language, it's 2 degrees to the Gulf. If you bring in kilometers, I can say 10 kilometers to the Gulf. That is almost near because the supersonic speed of the ball. Or moving the ball before in the degrees. So in the near of the ball, then it's not the ball. It takes participation making up Chibumba. Then they stand over the ball. Ladies and gentlemen, there they are.
The other side around there. Now we're going ahead. So let's ensure that we promote peace among one another as South Sudanese. Be a peaceful lover and change the society. Start from you and me, and then we'll bring that change.
We never go wrong. It's not an easy game. If you cannot defeat them, take them. We are to get rid of
Let me say yes. So the whole problem. We don't matter about it. No, you guys wait.
Listen.
You see, now I'm let me talk, guys. Let me talk. Let me tell you, manager. This is the truth. If you go and ask this thing, you see even the Ugandan players, even they told me that. You saw me that guy is Uganda. He didn't complain about it. Many guys. St. Lawrence, when they brought players from East Africa to play with them. Even the time when Baya came to me, he told me about that thing. I told Baya, now you are signing this agreement on their behalf. Because if you're a leader and you want these things to go in a good way,
what's up South Sudan, what's up Talent 21, what's up for Sosi. You're right away here in the program. We're trying to get how youth can come together to promote peace. And here we as musicians and of course the actors, we are trying to unite for one common goal, to promote peace and development. And of course, right away here is with me, South Sudan's finest musician, popularly known as Silver Extra. So we're here to get his view. So right away we're here at the venue where we're having a sports gala aiming at promoting peace and unity for all South Sudanese. And this is an event that brought youth from different universities here, and then of course different South Sudanese and other musicians all around. So you as a viewer said, I hope you will be here with us, never move away here. So back to Silver X here, our finest musician from South Sudan. Silver, you are most welcome into the show.
Thank you.
Yes, of latest, I've learned you got much interest to promoting peace and unity as one of our core values as South Sudanese youth. And then in the music industry, we're also trying to pass messages on civic education to ensure we live in peace with one another. So right away here at the venue of the football gala, what is your instinct? Because you're one of the musicians who will be gracing later the event with performances. And then I look at your reception here, it shows me that people really love peace and South Sudan love you so much. So now right away, what do you have to say about this event on the context of using music as a tool for peace?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Silver X, call me the Self-Made. One thing I must really say is that all I see in my eyes is love, peace, and togetherness. You know, one person wakes up in the morning with one idea of uniting the whole nation, the whole of Africa, and then he gets the whole team, like different people from different universities, one country, trying to come together to make one thing become a reality, and that is peace, unity, and diversity. And all this is happening here right now in Bugema University, but the South Sudanese wants the same brain like some of us have, understand? And I think all I see is just like peace. I see a future that is not so long for us to achieve the peace, the love, the togetherness we've been fighting for so many years. That very most inner part most of a human that we've been looking for as a Sudanese. And I think one step at a time, and this step right now I'm seeing, we're getting closer to getting exactly what we all need as South Sudanese. But I'm not seeing only South Sudanese in this place. I'm seeing the whole of Africa, because I'm seeing Ugandans, Rwandans, Tanzanians, like an all kind of South African kind of thing. But it's an initiative like brought out by South Sudanese for South Sudanese to bring peace and unite the people together and see how we can focus and challenge our leaders to tell them that we, the youth, are able to do what you have not done enough for your people. And I think this is something very special and very important. I feel so privileged with my team right in here.
Right, Silver X, thanks for that comment. And now let's look back onto some of the musicians. You know, way back in the music that you started now, and putting music consistently on promoting peace and unity among the youth. So why do you think it is important to use music as a tool for peace?
Actually, music is peace.
Yes?
Music is peace, music is love. Without peace, there's no music. Yep. Without peace, there can be music, but it won't have the value.
Yes.
But with peace, music prevails. It crosses borders, it flies. You understand? So, either of the two, they both need each other. We need to do music where there is a peaceful coexistence. We do music in places like where there is peace, where there is love. So we can put our concerts, like put our events, do these kind of things in here and there, where we feel we're comfortable to do it, you understand? But then where there is no peace, music becomes hard to move. That's why we all have to sit back as youth of one country, see exactly which is the best tool to use to unite the people, and the youth are the power, and that is why we're having this, the youth gala for peace, unity and diversity, in diversity in Bugema University, because we the youth, we're the ones who are able enough to bring the peace that the people need, unite them together through love and coexistence, you understand? So basically, we decided to use music as a tool because music can be used in every way of life. If you're mourning, you listen to music. If you're happy, you dance to music. If you're crying, you need music to console you. So like music is life. Yep. Music is peace. Music is the backbone of life, let me say. Even the hungry ones, the helpless, they listen to music and they feel satisfied. Those ones who have lost hope, they listen to church music and they feel hopeful for tomorrow. Those ones who feel like God has not seen them, when they listen to music, to gospel music, they feel, they can feel the vibe of God from heaven. So basically music is a general unit of life. That's why it is a basic tool to unite people. I think there is nothing greater than you come together in Nigeria. If one man is strong enough to be able to link up people like this is love. I can see the ladies are playing their own vibes. I can see the gentlemen playing football. I can see everyone like chilling out. This is the kind of peace we need in our country. The environment we need people to live in, you understand, You can live freely, nobody can touch you. You don't get scared, you understand? You see everything is happening on right now here. And we're live from Bugema University, Uganda, Kampala. But this is a South Sudanese function. The team that was in like a project done for peace, unity and for diversity. So many cultures, almost all the South Sudanese tribes are together in here, doing different activities to promote peace and togetherness, understand that? And I believe if we do these kind of things together as a team, it is not difficult to get peace in our country, This is the real vibe. I call it the saga vibe, Too much love, too much peace, The environment is cool. No guns, by the way. I've never seen a gun since I stepped in here. No combat. That's not real. This is Uganda, Kampala, and I wish this happens in our country one day. You go to a place where you don't see a gun, you don't see a combat, you don't see a soldier. Everybody's just feeling, people are together. No one's scared about life, This is what exactly we need in our country. And I believe we the youth can bring this happen. We call it saga love,
Right, of course, Saga Lavia. This means unity and togetherness here. So this is Silver Extra, of course, and then we're getting back into our storyline. You know, we talked of music as being a tool for promoting peace and development in our country. Now, South Sudan needs much of this. Now, with the youth are the right people to change the situation, so the kind of South Sudan we want. So now, if the youth come together like this in such events, we can be able to promote peace. Like today, on the experience, we've seen students not necessarily from South Sudan, but other parts of Africa in general are within here at the venue, the Sports Gala for Peace. So now, as you're one of the musicians to grace the event lately, so why do you think really it is good for us to promote peace as musicians, first of all, to send the message to the people out there to have fun, to ensure that they keep supporting us as we support also peace at the same time?
So basically, to be an artist, to be a peace ambassador, to be a peace lover, to be someone, like to be a unifying factor, you understand? Like for me, when I started doing music, I didn't start doing it like for myself, not even for money. I did music, and I'm doing music for this kind of moments, you understand?
Exactly.
Music is all about love, togetherness, because where there's no love, you can't perform. And I think you believe that. But every time I step on stage, and I see the crowd is overwhelmed, we share the love together, we share the experience. That brings togetherness. You don't need an explanation. You don't even have to organize a conference to put people down and lecture them and be like, we need peace and stuff. No. You just need to put a music concert, an event like this, bring people together, and all the other bad thoughts in our minds disappear because music heals our hearts. And all prevails is peace and love. That's how we have this kind of functions.
That is great. Recently, I was monitoring your movements. You were involved in some events in the camp. Can you give us a brief story about maybe what you were able to do? Maybe what made you to go to the camp and perform to our people in the camp, basically?
Actually, most of these days, most of my concerts, like when I go to the camps, like I always go, like to share my life with the people and to share their life with my life, so they can feel exactly they are not left alone. Because sometimes they be like, okay, there are people they look out to. You understand? They be like, why is the president not coming to see us? Why are the artists not coming to see us? Why is the ambassadors? Why are all these big people not coming to see us? Why are the artists not coming to see us?
Yes, sure.
But as artists, we are peace lovers. Yes. We don't have sides. We do the music for the people. So when you go to them, it was crazy. And I think I still have some footage like on my YouTube link. I still have some, I mean, like on my arrival, it was crazy and people were so surprised. They never believed I would be there. But I had to be there to tell them, as in like, we are not different from you. We are going through the same situation you're going through. We feel pity because you live in a different area, we live in a different area. Almost the same situation, the same cry. Everybody needs peace everywhere. You go to all the camps, the same cry. Even those of us who are living here right now in Kampala, those who are living in Nairobi City, are not different from the ones who are living in the camps. What is different is like you live in the camp, the other lives in the city. Understand? But the cry is all one. Everybody, whether in the village, in the bush, in the city, we all need peace. Yes. Unity without segregation. That's why this theme of tonight is be like unity, peace in diversity. No matter what kind of tribe you are, music is one tribe. It doesn't have a culture. We have to be together. Like again, wahed. Nas wahed, belet wahed. Ma fi gebele fugo, ma vizol min de, ma vizol min dak. Gebila tay junubi, yeah.
Like I love this garanga telling so like ma vizol aksen min zol, wala din aksen min din, wala gebila aksen min gebila. Nakun wahed zayes.
You see, like when you look at the sticks of the matchbox, they're all the same. You understand? That's how we should live our lives as a country.
Finally, what is your message to the other musicians who are still not on the move in the sense of promoting peace using their music? What message do you give to them as we run up this interview?
Basically, everything happens for a reason, and time matters in all situations of life. And I believe everybody has a book of his or her own life. So I know, even if I've not started a movement of peace campaign for our country, I believe in your heart, peace exists in your heart, and I know your time is yet to come up. So strategize, focus, and let's work on one mission. Peace and love. Saga Vibes, Silver Extra.
Right, catch us next time. With us has been Silver Extra from the Holy Land Music
Records,
family.
yeah.
International
Come get some
Records.
real vibes.
You can see there. One love.
In possession is the goalkeeper for Eastern University. There it goes, over, in front, in the possession of Eastern University. Try to do the dribbling, try to do the changing, switch. There it is. gentlemen, here we are for you. Try to witness what is taking place at Bugema University Football Grounds. The Lady Ball Girls is taking place. Alicia University, right to left is St. Lawrence University. Ladies and gentlemen, position is the Battle of Maine. Still is University, it's a foul in favor of St. Lawrence. It's a foul in favor of St. Lawrence. The battle is real. The battle is here. Bugema University, St. Adventist University welcomes you. We arrive on the beach. We arrive here for you. It is a free kick, 700 yards away from the position in the opposition direction. St. Lawrence, the left-sided by. He brings it over. Could it be a goal? It goes over the bar. And it is a goal kick. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to Bugema University.
Right away, I'm getting to St. Lawrence to have a little bit of chat with the coach for St. Lawrence University, who is the coach of the team representing right away. So we need to get his view on why we think it's important for us to use sports as icon or mechanism of promoting peace. I am Samuel.
Okay, thank you.
You can tell us your name.
Yeah, sure. This is Michael Ladijon, coach of St. Lawrence University Football Club. Yes, this is one of my players. It's good that because we have peace, we need that peace. What I'm going to get through the point is because we tried many things to bring peace, I think it's not yet enough. I think this idea of football, I think it's a good idea because me, in my university there, I don't do those things of tribalism and all that. And for me, I work with all of them. That's why I suggested we have a team. Actually, we have two teams there. Yeah, we have a team of South Sudanese all over, and we have also an Equatorial. But for the Equatorial, I'm not interested in it. But actually, I read one of South Sudan that bring all the tribes inside.
Maybe one question. You already qualified. You're already going to the finals right now. What is your expectation? Do you expect to win to take this trophy to St. Lawrence?
To win.
What is your mind when you think about it in a few minutes?
I'm really work hard. It's the first match, and first of all, we're coming from very far. We came there for a reason, so we're here to make that reason real. That's why, yeah, that's the thing. That's why in just a minute, I'm sure I'm going to take that trophy by any means.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ladu. Michael, the coach of St. Lawrence. Now, right away, on my return is the captain for St. Lawrence Football Club. We can have a chat. You're welcome. Maybe you can tell us your name, please.
My name is Papa South Sudanese student, captain of St. Lawrence team. I'm also a player and I'm a captain. And I have a hope for my team. We are going to win the cup.
So you're playing against Makerere University right now, the finals. What is the expectation when you wear your players the way they play and comparing to Makerere University Football Club? Do you see yourself as St. Lawrence Football Club working out with the trophies you came in a long way to Bugema University as part of it?
Yeah, that one is a strong win because we have quality players. Whereby it is a must we are going to take the cup to St. Lawrence. We have quality players who are more than those teams. Whereby it is a must we are going to take the cup.
Okay. Thank you very much. See you later. And then right away you can see the pitch is already St. Lawrence taking on Makerere University, and that is already the final of the event taking place. So you can get us more later on. All the best.
This is University. The battle of Maine is on. The battle of Maine is on. Ladies and gentlemen,
Everything is okay.
everything is at peace and everything is okay. You're welcome to Bugema University, a Seventh-day Adventist University of Higher Learning. We are live from Bugema University Football Grounds, where St. Lawrence is taking our Peace Path University. You're welcome to watch with us. The other far end is netball ladies taking it over, and the other far end is basketball also taking over. We're yet to experience the battle of Maine, the battle of Nemo, the battle of...
Right away now with me is Gift, representing UCU, one of the schools that have just lost in the semi-finals. Right? Okay, now we're giving out, we need to find from him. How do you feel losing actually losing this game? And then in relation to promoting peace as is the main theme of the event today, what do you give? Or what is your understanding about losing in the football in relation to promoting peace today?
Yeah, for today's games, really we had a very fair game. First of all, we played Team University and we lost by 4 goals, of which we are not so much aggrieved about, because the whole of the tournament, if you look at it, is to promote peace. And we are so happy that we had a fair game. And basing at the judgment that we had, particularly the way they officiated the game and the way people were conducting themselves, even the way we were interacting as South Sudanese during the game, was something that was so much interesting. I'm not so much focusing on the fact that we lost, but I'm focusing on the fact that sincerely we had a very fair game. And me personally, I have actually made friends. So many friends from outside and around Bugema University, and that is the main focus of the game. And for our second game, we became so much strong and we conceded, I think, by 2 goals. Okay. And that is not so bad. But the whole thing is about how do you bring these guys together and then we build up a peace. And what actually we're focusing into is particularly, can these particular South Sudanese students interact even when they come from different boundaries, they come from different ethnic lines, or they come from different universities. And particularly, I saw that evident in the way the games are, and right now even the way they're playing, it's really so amazing.
Right, because one of my experience when I used to play was that when you lose, you don't even feel like talking to anyone because you still have their differences. And moreover, if it's actually a competition like this, when they're promoting peace, and you find out, when you look at the beautiful trophies around on the table, you feel like, oh my God, why am I losing this? So you develop a kind of how best can how envy you begin to feel about our teams and others. But I think this is a very good one to go. We give credit to whoever wins. Yeah, I hope absolutely. This is what you're also expressing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So lastly, what is your message to the people out there, to the fellow South Sudanese youth who might be focusing on the angles, but now our major aim right now is to ensure that there is peace. So what message do you give them in relation to promoting peace in their various universities and even the institutions they are into and the societies and even back home in South Sudan?
My first message here is, first of all, as they're doing the playing, they're playing for peace. And I call them first of all to play for peace, because we know that sports bring together different people, different personalities, different tribes, different ethnic lines. So when we're playing, let us play for peace. Let us play having it in mind that my brother is coming from a different place or coming from a different tribe, and all I have to do is treat him with respect, with dignity. And they shouldn't only stop here. It shouldn't stop by the fact that someone actually came and organized for us, but also we should take it upon ourselves as universities to voluntarily organize and also visit our sister universities. And that is how far I needed to actually go. And that is when you realize that actually peace will come through such games actually being organized.
Thank you. Maybe lastly you can tell us your name and maybe your profession.
Sure. My name is Gift Loate Mono Natalino, and in brief they call me Glenn because those are the acronyms of my name. I'm a UCU law student. I'm in my 3rd year, the last semester. And by the grace of God, we shall make it there. But all I can say is thank you so much, and we hope to have real peace and evident peace in our communities, in our schools, in the sports that we actually engage in, and everything that we actually engage in as South Sudanese. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you. Right away here, you see the basketball stadium and people already playing, and as well we've been right away from the football pitch where it has been one of the tremendous games happening right away there. And remember, as we said on, you'll be hearing peace throughout, because this event is meant to promote basically peace among the South Sudanese youth. And the gathering here is not only South Sudanese, but every youth from every angle of Africa is being covered in this right now. So when you see people are so many, and then also on my left you can see a lot of spectators around, and then they're trying to have another side of the basketball, and it's taking place right away. So as our matter of fact, we are trying to see how we can bring peace among one another. So, It's quite interesting that side. So I can see musicians also that side, you can see them around. This is a very good spirit that we needed to have to ensure we promote peace among ourselves. So if we have musicians taking the lead in promoting peace, meaning we are at the right track, going ahead. Maybe one of the most interesting parts is that you find this gala is really organized in a place that is more quiet, and actually the environment is more peaceful itself. Right behind me is basketball team, as you can see where they're playing, and it's one of the uniqueness that you realize when you use sports as a tool for promoting peace. We really realize things are moving well. You can see players exchanging and playing in a good manner. As well, their fans are here spectating, and I think it's been so colorful, one of the events ever to attend, and this will be a very perfect tool to use to promote peace. As you can hear the noise at the background right away there, St. Lawrence University is leading by 1-0 against Makerere University at the finals of the event. So we're still moving on so well. So more of our stories coming out. Otherwise, keep it there, keep it touch, never move away. Good luck.
Let's go. St. Lawrence, St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence, let's go. St. Lawrence, let's go. St. Lawrence, let's go.
Good, they are here. And you can see them having peace and they're enjoying. No, you take their clip. Look behind them, they're slow. Some Sudanese youth who are also passionate about peace. As we said earlier on, our role here is to promote peace and unity. That's why this sports gala football tournament is being organized. And it's not a one-man's meet, because at least different universities are here, and even students from high school, they're also here, and different kind of games are taking place. So we're going to get from him also why he thinks peace through sports. When we use sports like this to promote peace, is so paramount and important for us. So you can tell us your name and why you think using such tournaments will be the best way to promote peace.
Thank you so much. I'm by name or Peter. And again, I'm a student at Bugema University. For sure, peace is absent of war. We want peace among our youth, because as Sudanese, we come from a very traumatized country when we come to this area. We don't want our youth to be also feel that the trauma. We want to take the trauma away from them by making them busy. Like today, if you are in Bugema, I am able to know someone from St. Lawrence, I'm able to know someone from Makerere, and I'm able to know someone from Deja, simply because of the sport organization. We are here as one people, one nation. We don't want discrimination.
Sure.
And being a university student, it means you are beyond your level of the country. You can be across the country. And that is why we want to be a universal student who are able to bring peace from here up to our country. And our being here will not be just for study purpose. We can be here, study and build peace, a lot of schools, and we also build the issue of the religious section. Then we also try to build the social. We shall relate with the foreigners like Uganda, can relate the foreigners like Zambia, and so on and so on. So therefore we are very happy.
So maybe one question, you are from Bugema University, and then we understand Bugema lost the game already so far as they're out. So already the final is taking place, St. Lawrence is playing against Makerere. So how do you feel after losing actually in the tournament in relation to promoting peace and unity?
for me, I am the host team. Even if I lose, I have to accept because these are my people who come to me, and I have already discovered from one of the players that they are really fearing with the Bugema. Because last time we played with Salor and we beat them 5-0. So they are really crying a lot when the Bugema took in. There will be a problem. So long as they fear us, there is no problem. We are man. They remain according to what they know themselves.
Thank you so much. Otherwise, this is so interesting right away. Otherwise, let's get back to my right. Is one fan, also spectator. Let's get to hear from him also what you would like to tell us. You welcome maybe your name and you tell us why this event is important.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm also very happy to have this opportunity with you. My name is Charles Chan. I'm a student at Bugema University. I'm doing Bachelor of Development Studies with emphasis in community development. To my own understanding, this tournament is really meaningful for us as South Sudanese, especially we, the youth of South Sudan. We are being the host of everything because in spite of what is happening now back in our country, in South Sudan, we, the youth, are being used as the soldiers. We fought ourselves. We are being used as a tribe armament, but we are not being used as people who can bring development in South Sudan. As I'm here in Bugema University doing this Bachelor of Development, I am just hoping to take the skill of development back to South Sudan. But without peace, without love, without unity, then how can we bring development? And where shall I get a job to do as a development worker? Because we will not have peace. So to me, this tournament here aims to bring the different youth of South Sudan to the different universities in Uganda together. And then we shall have that spirit of love, the spirit of togetherness, and then we take that message back to South Sudan. We show the people of South Sudan that we don't have problem among ourselves, but we don't need the politics to confuse us. So we need to stay together as one people, one nation, and then we forget of these tribe things. That is the meaning of this tournament here, which is going on now.
Thank you so much. Me here, as we said, through my experience, I've been saying that the teams coming together is a symbol of unity. So right away with me is the chief organizer for the gala, the football gala that has brought together many universities and to promote peace and unity. So we're here right here. I'm going to get from him, actually, he's going to tell us more about why he took his time to come up with this initiative and why is it important to have such initiative. So you're welcome, maybe you can tell us your name and your proceed.
Thank you. My name is I'm the founder and the chairperson of this program, and at the same time I'm the president of South Sudanese at Bugema University. Last year I became a president. I came up with a lot of initiatives. Some of them that I started implementing is this gala that is bringing South Sudanese from different universities. The reason being we need to unite South Sudanese to come together, to know each other, despite their tribe differences. Because after we finish the education from here, when we go back to South Sudan, we're still going to be one because we know ourselves. Now, in case of any conflict, we can solve our problem. That's why I need you to come together, know themselves, bring sport, and that kind of stuff.
All right, thank you. I'm trying to see around moving. There are a lot of complaints rising, maybe in terms of one way or the other. So, what could you maybe be able to clarify for us? Maybe what is the reason behind it? Things that people seem to be not happy. And then, of course, in football, normally you lose, and then the other win. Because not all of you have to win. That is the rule. So, what message would you like to give out, basically, to such teams, and also your last message to the people outside there in the rest of the promoting peace?
First of all, this team organizing such kind of stuff, bringing people together, is not an easy stuff. It's very hectic. So I brought people together, playing together, but there is differences came in. We are promoting peace and unity among South Sudanese students, different environments in Uganda, but the problem came, a lot of complaints. This thing is only for South Sudanese, but some players, some universities we South Sudanese they used to play Uganda, so we start disqualifying such kind of teams. Now when we start we disqualify one, now problem came because they say, why are we disqualifying them? They have a right. We say, but this thing is based on South Sudanese, and all of them know. The reason we are disqualifying them because they are good for us, foreigners, Uganda. That's why problem came. They are very annoyed and all that. But despite not the best, they went out peacefully. Now the final game is going. The final game is everything. Now you can see everything is okay. Final people are playing final, but there's a lot of difficulties in organizing such kind of things financially.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we're done here. We'll move.
Before you go, please, I need to go with you. Okay?
Yeah, I think you can continue from here.
Hey. My serum
The second, can you tell us how you feel, how the competition was, how you made it, and how are you, how you going to work out, and how does this benefit the community? We're from Juba. Tell us your name, where you're coming from, your university, and how this will benefit from South Sudan.
Arab John from the mighty Ivory Tower. We are so busy always in books, so we have not had I want to congratulate the winning team.
Guys, cool.
Yes! Yes. When people deserve whatever they deserve, we have to congratulate them.
Baby, why are you avoiding me? Can't you see what I'm trying to say? You got to feel it's time in the
Right there.